What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the most random video of all time. I have a lot to say, and damn it, I'm going to say it. And it has nothing to do with the Philadelphia Eagles. It has nothing to do with Philly sports. This video has a lot to do with the other fan bases in the NFL, fan bases around the world, not necessarily even football related, because god damn, there are some stupid people out there. And I'm not just saying like stupid in general. I'm saying like full blown idiotic retards. All right, and I hate using that word because it's kind of messed up, and a lot of people don't like it. Especially people close to me don't really like that word. But whatever, I gotta use it because I'm just very, very agitated. Giants fans in particular. Giants fans have been talking their mouths off weeks about how they're going to make a run. They're going to go to the playoffs, and it doesn't matter if they don't need it doesn't matter if they don't get a pick because they're going to be set up well for the future and blah 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 blah. They're a 5-7 fucking team, and they think they're great. All right. Well, number one, all right. Shout out to Chris the Entertainer and Bad Dog. I have both of them on strings right now, but those are my guys, and keep up the good work. I think Chris has 31,000 subscribers, and Bad Dog has 42,000 subscribers, which is pretty decent. Very good. Not EDP numbers, but it's pretty good. But they're bringing you along for a circus, like they really are. All right. If you go to the playoffs, you're gonna lose, and everyone thinks that Seattle Seahawks game, and this is where my football knowledge goes into play, which they don't necessarily have. That Seattle Seahawks game, was it shocking to me? Honestly, no, not really. If Carson Wentz's play was just a tiny bit better, I'm not saying miraculously better, I'm just saying a tiny bit better, we would have beat the Seahawks too. The Seahawks are not a good football team at all. You might see the Seahawks in the past as a dynamic threat with Russell Wilson and company. Their defense sucks. Russell Wilson has no time to throw. He's turned the ball over, I think, 12 times in the last month. He's just not who he... I mean, I'm not going to say he's not who he was, but he definitely doesn't have the same team around him. And yeah, you shut down DK Metcalf. Whoop-de-fucking do, all right? He still had 80 yards catching. Bradbury's a good cornerback. I'm not going to deny it, but you guys gloating and celebrating like this was a big win. It was a big fucking win? What I saw from the Washington Redskins today. And I did say the R word, I'm sorry. I just got to get used to that. The Washington football team is going to win this division. Their D-line is one of the most ferocious, nasty fucking D-lines I've seen in a long time. Long time. And I'm guaranteeing you right here, right now, not only will the Washington football team win the division, but the Giants will be right there alongside them because our division is that shit. And honestly, I think the Giants are actually playing a little bit decent right now, that they'll get up to maybe 7 to 8 wins, ruin their draft stock even more, and then lose the division in the last week of the season. Because Washington will beat us. They will fucking beat us. They'll decimate us. We're done. All right? But Washington will win this division, and Giants fans will be left in no man's land. And that's what you want as an Eagles fan. And I'm talking to the Eagles fans right now. Horrible season. Absolutely dreadful season. One of the worst since 2012. But we have that Super Bowl. It's okay. It's okay to have a season like this. It's okay to have a down season, especially in COVID season. I'm just happy that a franchise like the New York Football Giants are going to go so fast down the tubes after the season. I'm hearing Chris the Entertainer saying, oh, you want me to bet that we're going to win the division in 2021? I'll bet you anything, bro. I really will. You're not going to win the division next year. There's no way. I know football. Chris, you're a very intelligent guy. You need to step away from the fandom. Your team ain't ready. They ain't ready. All right? They don't have a defensive line like the Washington Redskins do, or the football team, whatever you want to call them. The linebacking core is mediocre. The offensive line's been stepping up. It's about time. I'm not going to say Daniel Jones is a bad quarterback, because I actually labeled him one of the best in the East, but that's not really saying much. But he's not going to be great. And you need to get a top-tier player like Jamar Chase in this year's draft to make your offense dynamic. And you're going to miss out on that by ruining your draft stock. And then David Gettleman's going to stay. We all know he's garbage. He might have a good year. He's having a good year. Oh, people were saying that Odell Beckham Jr., that trade is finally paying off. I mean, you could say that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make you a Super Bowl contender. It doesn't. See, there's a long list of people that talk sports, and there's a short list of people that can talk sports and actually know what they're talking about. My good old friend Bad Dog used to be a great trash talker, but Bad Dog, his knowledge has been lacking recently. Let's just say that. And that might ruffle some feathers on the other end, but he's a very good entertainer. He really is. Like he's a comedian. He's good at his job, streaming the Lakers. He's good at doing that stuff. But his football knowledge recently has been like very, very thin. It's been brutal. I told him that the Giants were going to beat the Eagles because I know my team. I know this team's garbage. It's not that the Giants were better than us. We're that bad. And that's the misconception that these Giants fans get from these two YouTubers. Bad Dog more than Entertainer, because Entertainers, he actually has some knowledge. He's just going along with the ride. The misconception that these Giants fans are getting is that they're actually a good football team. They're not. They're having a good run. They're having a decent run. They start off, 1-6, 1-5? They won, 4 straight, 5 straight? Whatever. Good job. Bound to happen sooner or later. But I'm going to tell you something right here, right now. Enjoy it. Because the Philadelphia Eagles, the Washington football team, and the Dallas Cowboys will all be better next year than the New York Giants. So you can take this video with whatever grain of salt you want to. I'm just telling you right here, right now. The New York Giants ain't shit. They're not shit. You can hold this in the memory bank or whatever. Out of all the years I've watched football, they are so fucking mediocre. I'm going to laugh. Have a great night, guys. Don't catch COVID. If you do, stay safe. I'm out of here. Bye.